Welcome to the Chakra 101 series. If we haven't met before, I'm Ariela and I teach energy and intuition. And funny that today we're talking about the third eye, which is everything to do with intuition. But really, it's about sight, clarity, truth in our ability to receive and recognize possibility. Recognize what is really there to remember. I hear remember. Okay, this specific episode of the chakra series is really going to expand you because the third eye is an extremely expansive energy. It has to do with consciousness. The third eye really opens you up to other worlds, other possibilities. But I hear also it opens you to yourself. So we're going to explore this together, and I do these as transmissions, but also lessons. We learn as we go. And I channel light language, which is a frequency language, and it works with the natural intelligence of your mind, your body, your soul, so that you can receive exactly what you need to and what you're meant to. The third eye, I'm going to put it up on the screen. So we have all the chakras here. It sits right between the brows in the forehead. It is that color blue, the indigo blue. And when I think of this blue, it's almost like a dark sky blue. Almost dark, dark. Like seeing the stars in the sky blue. One of the darkest colors in the visible light spectrum. Thinking of the indigo blue of the cosmos. Minya, we are opening to a broader perspective of worlds and universes. And I always see each person is its own universe. Each person is its own world. You have your own ecosystem within you. Interestingly, intuition, it's like inner vision into who you are. And having vision and insight into who you are allows you to interpret the world that you're in and also perceive other things in your outside world. Let's keep it simple. So with your intuition, it's like opening your heart. As you open your heart, you're able to receive and perceive greater levels of love. When your heart is closed, you can't, it's almost like higher levels of love aren't available because you're not available to hold them. It's the same with intuition. So with your intuition, as you expand capacity within your intuition, you're able to perceive more than just the 3D reality. More than just what's outside of you. You start to be able to perceive, okay, what's going on in my inner world? What's happening? And then also, what are all of the layered, subtle energies that are happening? What are all of the energetic exchanges that are occurring? I always think of developing your intuition. It tunes your ability to the extrasensory abilities. I call them extrasensory abilities, right? Because we have the 5 senses. We have sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch. I would also put emotional sensing in there too. We don't typically call it one of our senses, but our ability to feel emotions is extremely informative. And to match each of those 6 senses that I just talked, we have the clair senses. So you can call this like the sixth sense of each of those, or like the heightened sense of each of those. So we have clairvoyance, the ability to see with our mind's eye. Sometimes people see the future, sometimes they have premonitions, sometimes they're able to see things. Like as I channel, sometimes I see things as images that I can use as metaphors to explain and describe the energetic signature of something, or the energetic concept of something. We have clairaudience, which is hearing in your mind, hearing within yourself. So some people will hear words or sentences. So everything is mimicked, really. Heightened sensing. That is sometimes what people call intuition. As you work on all of the chakras, naturally you will have a heightened sense and ability to feel and sense things. And I'm going like this because it's energy. You have this heightened ability to sense energy, the things that are unspoken. And this energy is always existing and being passed around and exchanged. And when you increase or raise your capacity to interpret that, you will start to understand more. You'll have more understanding of undercurrents, of things that are unspoken. I'm thinking of it like, I don't know if you've ever had this experience of watching a movie and a character is making an expression and you wonder, what's going on? What's happening? But as you tap more into your feeling senses, you can more accurately determine what the emotion is under those, and what the vibration is, what the feeling state is, what the sensory experience is. I'm getting this feeling like, what's the point of having intuition? It's raising your conscious awareness. It raises your vibration. It acts as like a GPS or a signal system for you to understand what you are in resonance with and what you are not. So imagine if you had a GPS locator for everything in life and you could say and know, you could just feel like, oh, I'm supposed to go here because something is supposed to happen, or I'm supposed to meet this person, or I saw this person and I think something important is supposed to happen, or we're going to help each other with something. Imagine if everything in your life could be led and guided that way. That is a way that I work with God and my guides. Is I receive signs. I ask to receive signs. So I know where to go, so I'm encouraged as I keep walking my path. And sometimes there will be this instant recognition or this feeling or this knowing within me. That's claircognizance, a knowing. Or is that a clear thought? Either way, there's knowing and there's clear thinking. Okay? There's clear sensing. There's the ability to feel these feelings also when you open up your intuition. But sometimes you will see someone and notice them and recognize that there's something that you're meant to share together, and it's a very profound feeling. Sometimes the other person feels the same way and they reciprocate, and other times maybe not. It doesn't matter either way because it's for you, it's your experience. This is also how we open to synchronicity, like aligned timing, meeting someone at the right place at the right time, or an idea or a conversation or a book or a song playing at the exact right time. It's because we are opening our third eye, our ability to perceive. It's an ability to perceive and receive simultaneously. To take in more, to receive more. As you open your third eye, and the process of opening your third eye, it's very individual to every person. It's completely unique. It will happen and unfold naturally. And because you're watching this video, this is also a transmission. It's activating your third eye naturally. Because we're talking about this topic. It's enhancing your awareness. It's expanding your awareness of what's possible. Now, me as a teacher, I'm very concerned with how do I make this useful or applicable in my everyday life? There are some teachers who can teach you how to see the future, how to talk to other beings, all of this stuff. But this is not what we're doing in this specific video, because I just want to give you the overview or tell you what you need to know right now. But maybe at another time we'll do that. But this is really to open you up to the different facets and the aspects of the third eye. So the other topics that come with this are clarity and truth. Because when we see clearly, we see truth. And truth is multifaceted. Truth is multi-layered. Truth is everyone's truth existing together at the same time. Truth is all sides of the story, the good, the bad, beautiful, and the ugly. Together that brings you clarity. There's a collective truth and there's your individual truth. So when you're looking at a situation, you want to be clear. Are you looking at a collective truth or are you looking at your own truth? And another thing to save you strife, because opening your third eye, you're going to see you opening your third eye exposes you to things that can be painful, that can cause suffering. You'll see. Oh, they're just having me laugh because it's an initiatory experience, okay? It's an initiatory experience. I'm hearing the story of Buddha when he was, I don't know the full story of Buddha, but I do know this, that he was royalty and a prince, and he left the palace and he saw what life was like not living in comfort and riches, right? He saw what it's like for people who are scraping by. He saw a different reality, and that caused pain and suffering, right? So opening your third eye has that sort of effect. You start to see more. You start to see not just your truth, but other truths, opposing truths. And you have to kind of consolidate, is that right? Or just sort of organize within yourself. It's a real practice. And it's important that as you open your third eye, that you have other resources for which to deal with the psychological rupture that it can cause. It's like psychological rupture. It's like when you're lifting weights and you are trying to go to failure, trying to lift heavier so your muscles can grow. Like your muscle fibers, they actually rip, they rupture, and then they heal over. And that's how your muscles get stronger. It's the same thing with your psyche. It's the same thing with your heart. That's why heartbreak is almost required to grow the capacity of your heart. I know, it's tough. It's rough. It's a little rough out there, but that's how you get bigger muscles. No pain, no gain, as the gym bros say. I love them. So that is what it's like when you open your third eye. When the energy is excessive, when you have a lot of third eye energy, when you're just like intuiting all over the place and everywhere, you can be extremely ungrounded because if you're not in your body, you can be very dreamy or like in these different layers of reality and different dimensions of time and space. Like you can really go there. You absolutely can go there. So that's when it's excessive. And it can kind of cause you to detach from what's going on in your life. Sometimes being very floaty and dreamy can be a protective mechanism too, because being very floaty and dreamy can protect you from experiencing a painful reality. You know? So sometimes good, sometimes bad. When the energy is low or deficient, I just hear that your third eye isn't open when the energy is low. Your third eye isn't open, you're not conscious, you're not awake, you're not aware. That's it. As you open your third eye, you become more awake and more aware. And I also hear there's like no going back. There's no going back to how you were before. But think of it like this too. When you open your heart, there's no going back to how it was before. Your heart doesn't get smaller unless you allow it to. But I have the feeling that when you expand the capacity of your heart, you're just better at being able to replenish your heart, and your heart can never be crushed the same. Your heart can never be broken the same. You move through heartbreak faster. You move through grief more completely. Maybe not faster, sometimes faster, but more completely. So that is our exploration into the third eye for today. A very, very powerful chakra, a very exorbitant energy, exorbitantly high rates, extremely off track. The third eye, if you open it too fast, it can cause you to go extremely off track. And I've experienced this myself. It's like, it takes you if your path looks like this, straight line, and you open your third eye really quickly, it can shoot you like way over here, and then you're on a side quest all the way over here, and you have to handle it and take care of it, and then navigate your way back to the path that is here. It can take you way up into outer space, and that is also what certain mystical experiences can do for you. They can take you way up, and it takes energy. It's not that they take you off track, but it requires a lot of energy to integrate it again with the main experience. So I do hear that there is some caution for moderation. This is also coming through and being channeled by myself, who did not have moderation when I was opening my third eye. So you do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Enjoy your journey, and you'll be in the perfect place at the perfect time always. Is there anything else we need to know about the third eye? I'm just asking right now. It's good to ask guides that you trust. Ask benevolent, grounded, gentle, kind-hearted, compassionate guides to help filter what you need to see, what you really need to see. Yeah, very helpful, very, very, very helpful. You'll know which guides to ask, you know which guides are good for you, which guides work for your energy, and which guides you trust. The ones I personally use and really like, Kuan Yin, Jesus or Yeshua energy, Christ consciousness energy, Holy Spirit, and the presence of God. The more that I learn about connecting with God and the more that I feel the presence of God, the more that I understand the consolidating effect of having God in your life. It's extremely aligning, it's extremely ordering, it provides clarity. It's very, very helpful, and it's important for doing the intuition work. And it's important that you do get the protection when you're opening your third eye. And this is something that I wish I had learned at the time. It's important to have protection when you're opening your third eye. Because you don't want to be watching a horror show if you don't have to be. If you don't really want to or need to. And it will help you with discernment. It will help you with tracking what is for you and what isn't for you. Yes. So lovely. Joma. Okay. Well, I loved this chat. Let me know what you think about the third eye, or what other methods you've used to help you, and that can be helpful for the community to know as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next video, so subscribe and follow, and we will be doing the crown chakra, and that will complete our Chakra 101 series.